wanted to do a little video today about something I've been thinking about. Give you an NF blast, basically, on some stuff I've been sleep processing. I was just recently on Kendrick's channel talking about NT sleep. It was a big discussion group. And one thing I brought up there was how, and I think I've made a video here where I talked about it, basically where I am using sleep, NT, at the beginning of an argument before the argument actually starts, where I've been triggered and I see that I've been triggered, and it's like, okay, wait, normally that would turn into an argument. Stop it before it starts and say, let's NT extrovertedly, me and my wife, puzzle out what just happened in this situation, understand it. Instead of getting into an argument, let's NT puzzle out what just happened and why, and understand it, and try to do things to help each other so that going forward, we can help each other avoid situations like that. So after the other day having this discussion with the other people on Kendrick's channel, I was thinking about it some more, and I realized before I found objective personality and started working on sleep processing and started doing this instead of arguing, I would get triggered, an argument would occur. We never had major arguments, but everyone has disagreements and they get a little heated sometimes. So at some point the argument would kind of end and we would go our separate ways and think about it. And what I realized just a little bit ago was that's when I used to do the NT sleep processing. I would do it at the end after we've already gone through some, difficult sometimes discussions that got a little bit heated. Then I would go off and be like, okay, I'm doing the NT processing. At that, I'm like, okay, what happened? Okay, someone said this, then the other person did that, and then puzzling it out to understand the logic of what happened, the pattern, understanding it all by myself on a deep level. Then once I've gotten to a point where I'm like, okay, I get what happened, I get why from my end. Okay, let me go speak with her and extrovertedly with her discuss how I see what happened, and then interact a little bit and get her side of it and come to some sort of agreement or whatever. So I realized what I did was, instead of doing the NT after it had happened, I've now moved it to the beginning, so it happens as soon as I'm triggered. It's like, wait, stop, let's NT now, as opposed to at the end. So you cut out the argument entirely. I'm just like, this is genius. Why couldn't I have known this information at age 20 instead of 51? This is like a superpower that people need to be taught this at a young age, that you can do this. It's like, see what's triggering you, stop, do sleep processing extrovertedly with your interlocutor, the person you're having a disagreement with. Avoid the argument entirely. You have to have a partner who is up for that and is eager to do that with you. But if you have that situation, it's like, why would you not do this? Why would you go through the argument and then process at the end when you could do it at the beginning? It's so much better and more fruitful, and everyone walks away from that situation where you're doing it at the beginning better. You're not resentful at all. It's gone. There's no hurt feelings. There's no nothing. It's just, wait a minute, something happened right now. What is it? So yeah, I would suggest for everyone, this is NF Blast here, figure out what's triggering you in those situations. Because sometimes maybe it's your partner and you can't do anything about that. But if they're triggered and they react to you, and then you're triggered, and then there's always a moment where you can make that decision to say, wait a minute, okay, something's happening. I'm being triggered right now. What is it? Discuss ahead of time, obviously, with your partner. I'd like to try to start doing this at the beginning of our fights, before it actually turns into a fight. Believe me, it's genius. Are you always going to catch them? No. But you'll start catching them, and then the ones you don't catch, start thinking about that at the end. Like, okay, what happened? What did I miss? How did I miss that? The next time it comes around, maybe you're more likely to catch those the second time around. So that's the blast I got for you today. Find those moments where you're being triggered, spot them, stop, say, let's work this out together extrovertedly, figure out what's going on, why, understand it on a deep level, and prevent that fight from ever happening to begin with. So, a lot of people shit on blast. A lot of people shit on NF. Hopefully you can see some value in what I just said here. Maybe it sounds like obvious. Okay, you're smarter than me. You got it before I did. Well, I finally got there. So hopefully you can get some value out of this. Take care. Thanks. Bye.